Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. So, if you can tell, I'm holding up a bunch of ColourPop stuff. If you're new, I paused for the thumbnail. That is why I paused like that. So, you guys know I've done tons of ColourPop hauls. I just got something yesterday before I seen this video, and I was like, wow. So, I check on Eugenia Cooney from time to time. If you don't know who Eugenia Cooney is, she is struggling with, I gotta be careful with my words on here, so I don't want to make a mockery, but Eugenia Cooney is struggling with AED. I check back from time to time to see if she's alright, and unfortunately, she is just as small as she's ever been right now. I even think when Shane Dawson did the docu-series, whatever it was supposed to be, trying to help Eugenia, that is setting right now at this time when I research, I got my notes over here, that it has 32 million views. Wow. So, Eugenia was looking great in the documentary. You could tell that she was in recovery. She, her face was filling in. And I know, before you say yes, Eugenia Cooney is smaller. She has a smaller bone structure, but something is definitely going on. You can see, the drastic change in her. She won't even say the words that are pertaining to the ED or anything in the realm. She doesn't even like to talk about food, drinks. A lot of people will mention that she will stream for up to 5, 8, 10 hours and won't even take a drink of water. So there's clearly a problem. And, it's nothing, that, it's not a secret in the YouTube world, YouTube community. Many people check out her friend Jacqueline Glenn, tried to help her. Now she won't talk to her. So anyway, so what I'm getting at where ColourPop comes in is Eugenia Cooney is on ColourPop's PR list, it is seeming. The videos that I noticed when I was checking in last night, and again, you could say, Kaya, you just showed some ColourPop ColourPop lashes and your Ulta haul, the Bambi collection. That was, I got that during the daytime. I seen this last night before I was about to lay down. I was like, you know what? I haven't checked on Eugene in a while. I'm going to pop in. And I was like, you got to be. So Eugenia Cooney at this standing time has got the ColourPop Bambi collection and the Animal Crossing collection. And she has specifically said that, okay, you guys, so let me break it down. I know I'm just a small pea of a channel, but even I've done my research. You can get in big, big trouble for not saying that it's been gifted. It came from PR or vice versa. If you make the video, saying it's gifted. This is all stuff, by the way, I bought with my own money. I'm not affiliated. Let's just put this out there. I'm not affiliated with ColourPop. All the ColourPop stuff I've purchased with my own money. I've never been sponsored with ColourPop. So, just a heads up, I want to put this out there. These are only my thoughts and opinions. I also want to say this. This video isn't to bash Eugenia Cooney. This isn't trying to drag ColourPop. This isn't trying to be mean to Eugenia. This is just something that I was like, wow. Eugenia said, that she was going to buy these collections anyways, which that's neither here nor there, but I'm putting that out. You can say, well, how do you know it's PR? She said it's PR, and she specifically said, well, I was going to buy these anyways. You can tell that they are PR boxes. Yes, I know you can buy the whole collection, but she specifically says, ColourPop sent me this. You can say, well, Kaya, she might be lying. You cannot say things like that. I have done my research, terms of services. We have a sponsorship coming up with the company. You cannot make up little lies. You cannot make up little tells that you're sponsored by somebody. If you're not, you can get in legal trouble. I have looked into different things with different companies have contacted me. You can get in big, big trouble again if you do not mention that these items are gifted or you got them for PR. So I also want to say that, Eugenia likes makeup, and I get that. Everybody should, I'm not saying that just because Eugenia's going, let me make this clear. I am not making this to say that just because Eugenia is going through something, that she doesn't deserve to get sponsored, that she doesn't deserve to get PR. But What I'm saying is here is it's showing to me that ColourPop is promoting this type of behavior, this type of promoting what is going on. The comments under Eugenia's video are thousands and thousands of comments. The thumbs up to thumbs down ratio in the ColourPop videos are even low. You would think that ColourPop would take their time and research and say, okay, why is the thumbs up to thumbs down ratio so horrible? I've said this, with different channels that we cover on here. I'm a News React Tea channel. I do hauls. I do makeup, dog stuff, hence the word Kaya Simon's Life. We do a little bit of everything over here. So, there's a channel that I watch, Allie Dawson. She buys almost all of ColourPop's collection. Allie has a huge thing of makeup, and it just kind of upsets me. It's like, wow, Allie Dawson, and Allie doesn't know I'm making this. I don't know Allie Dawson before you say out. No, Allie Dawson doesn't have anything to do with me. I am just one of her subscribers. She probably doesn't even know I exist. She doesn't know I have a channel, so please do not go drag all Allie Dawson. I'm just using this as an example that Allie Dawson covers all their stuff, buys every collection, even she clearly doesn't need it. And she'll say, gosh, you guys, I have so much makeup. I don't know why I bought this, but it really, it kind of offends me. What does offend me, because you have people like Allie out here busting their tails, showing this makeup, and, really riding out here for ColourPop. And it's like, because Eugenia has so many subscribers, they're like, no, we'll deal with Eugenia. Now, Allie Dawson sits and says, okay, it has such and such blue, here, this is a matte, this is, all I got from Eugenia's videos I wrote down was, yeah, so this is what I got out of the videos. Yeah, so even a commenter, somebody commented this. I learned every shade is super pretty, like super sparkly, and I learned nothing. Eugenia said, purple, it looks like purple. It has a purple tone. Once the video was getting towards the end, it's really pretty. If you want to buy it, it's out. What kind of promotion, was that? There was a couple things on there. The Bambi collection, even I knew that it came, it was like a body shimmer, and she's like, I don't even know what this is, really. I think it's a body shimmer. She didn't do her research on the products, and then you got people, like I said, Allie Dawson, whatever your favorite, person that reviews ColourPop. These people really spend money. They spend time. They try to go through the products, see what's what, hey guys, this is a matte, this is shimmer, this is this, and it was like everything Eugenia was saying, this is pretty, this is sparkly. There was no description at all. Then again, another thing I noticed, and this is just, in the Animal Crossing video, she was talking about, I don't know anything. I'm terrible at video games, just to put that out there. And sorry about my voice. I've done a couple other videos tonight. I'm getting tired. It's late. I'm trying to wind down. So I am a little bit raspy, and my voice is always raspy. She says, one of the characters in the Museum of ColourPop, he's afraid of bugs. I can relate to him, too. This just shows that Eugenia, that is a character out of a game. She is getting so, it's sad, because it's like she is getting so, like, that's a character to a game. How do you relate to a character of a game? It's like, what is real and what is fantasy? And I know, people love to do cosplay, and I'm not saying that you can't, do cosplay and have fantasy land and like your characters, and that's not what I'm saying. It's just the way she said it. She's like, oh, I can relate to him. That is a cartoon character, or excuse me, that is a character out of a game. It's like she's really losing touch here, like, so, the last video that Eugenia did was the Moschino video, and that is, you guys, the whole time that I watched it, I was just, like, in awe. Beautiful clothes. I love Moschino. Had my eye on this Moschino bag I've been wanting, off topic, but everything was beautiful, but it just hung on her. There was a video, or there was a dress that had pills on, and you could even see that she was very reluctant to say pills. It's like, you're a 20-something-year-old woman. If I am correct, let me know in the comments. Eugenia's, what, 27 now, if I'm not mistaken? She's either 26 or 27. Her poor kneecaps were just, it's scary, and it's sad. She did in the Moschino, after the Moschino video, the spring try-on haul was addressing the hate. Yes, there were some horrible comments, but I thought this video was when she would read some of the comments, she would always, like, the ones related to food and certain things, or like, her ED, she would almost have like a smirk. She would almost like have and she would kind of do like a hair, and it's like, she just doesn't get it, unfortunately, and I'm scared that it's going to be too late. If you know, I gotta watch, you guys. YouTube is really, you gotta watch a lot what you say with certain things, and especially pertaining to her. I've made a couple videos about her and her mom cooking, and they wouldn't monetize for nothing. I don't know. I didn't say anything derogatory in them. I kept it funky, and they just won't monetize. The Bubbles cosplay transformation was the video before the spring try-on haul. It's horrible, and she lives with her parents. If you're new to Eugenia Cooney, Eugenia lives with her parents, so it's not like she's tucked away somewhere in an apartment or house by herself. And then she was talking about the comment of her driving. I guess she wants to kind of drive and start to learn to drive. People in the hate comments she addressing the hate video, people were talking about, what if you were to pass out at the wheel from exertion, and she didn't get that's what they were trying to say. She was like, well, I feel like I'm a fairly good driver, and then she made a strange comment. She's like, well, I would never want to hurt any animals. What about people? I love animals, you guys know that. A lot of my channels, my dogs are in it, or they're knocking over the tripod, or silly stuff, or climbing under desks, but she was like, I would never want to hurt any animals. What about people? People are the one driving around cars. You got, yeah, of course you could wreck into somebody's yard, or if you pass out and somebody's walking their dog or a stray dog, but what about people? I was like, and then it was like in addressing the hate comment, it's like, okay, how about this? How about make a video addressing the concern comments? How about that? She wants to tiptoe around and that everything is hate, it's hate, it's hate. How about address the comments that are concern? I really feel like there's more to the underlying, and I know most of you guys that have struggled with EDs have mentioned, I've struggled with substance abuse. I've told some of my stories, still opening up and different things. A lot of the times, from what I've gathered for you guys and my own research, that even with substance abuse, there is more underlying issues of trauma, or, past trauma with how things like that get started. A lot of people have their suspicions that did this, ED start because her mother and her family are in control of her. So this would mean her body would be the only thing that she would have to control. We've seen the videos where her mom is tried to give her like a makeover, and she's like, that's not my style. And her mom's like, oh, I wish you would wear, these frilly little whatever. And here comes, Eugenia with their furry boots on. I get it. My mom does the same thing to me. She doesn't like the things I wear. She'll sometimes, you guys know I do, bolder eye looks. This is a neutral look. But, my mom thinks stuff like that is not cool. I don't like it. It looks trashy. It looks hideous, and I say, I'm me. I'm going to wear what I want. So I totally get that. But getting back to what I was saying is, a lot of people think that where her ED is coming from could be that could be the only control she has in her life. We see she's always in her room constantly. She doesn't have any friends. She doesn't go anywhere. She is completely cooped up in this room. So I don't know, you guys, but back to ColourPop. We're gonna wrap it up here. I don't know. I got a lot of ColourPop stuff. I mean, this is just a pile here of what I've got. I forget what this was called, like the Color Vault or something. There's a red one too. And not only that, I've had ColourPop argue with me. I think it was the yellow one came busted. I sent pictures once. They're like, send again, we didn't get it. And then I told you that, I forget which ones it was, but they were all scratched up and they just... I love ColourPop. I think they're great. I think their prices are reasonable. I do think they've went up a little bit, but I do think it's because they're becoming more mainstream. Some of the packaging, I know before they would do a lot of cardboard, where this is, you know, plastic. Some of the designs, the unit cartons, have designs on the insides. They're more raised. They're doing collabs with Disney, Animal Crossing. You know, I know things like that cost more to do collabs with, you know, so of course the price. But when I seen this about ColourPop, you know, sponsoring her, sending her PR, whatever the way you want to call it, I really was kind of let down, honestly. So sound off in the comments, guys. What do you think? And you could say, well, you just did a Dolls Kill haul, Kaya. I genuinely didn't know that Dolls Kill is so, like, tongue-twisty for me. I did not know the prior history to Dolls Kill and all the things that were going on with them. And as I mentioned, I have a Dolls Kill package on the way because I had some things that didn't fit. When you send things back, you get credit. So I wasn't going to let my credit go to waste. I'm not a baller out here. I'm a baller on a budget, but I'm just, you know, a smaller channel. I buy all this stuff with my own money. I don't make a ton off here. The stuff I bought from Dolls Kill didn't even come from my YouTube money. So you can say, well, you know, you're buying stuff from Dolls Kill. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. Put yourself in my shoes. Are you going to let a $150 credit go to waste? No, ma'am. It doesn't matter how you pay, if you pay with a credit card, but you catch what I'm saying. So, you guys, ColourPop disappointed me. I don't know how much I'll be showing ColourPop stuff. I just was like, wow, this is, there's other companies, I don't know, I can't think of what it was one of the shave, you know, the subscription shave companies also sponsored her right a couple months ago in the mix of this, and I'm just scared, like, each video she's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and you can say, you know what, guys, we've covered this with the weight loss, weight gains channels that we cover. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. We have checked this out with some of the other different channels that are struggling with things, unfortunately, you know, whether it be addiction, whether it be other, you know, EDs, just things like that, or whatever they're struggling with. I don't want to single anybody out, but I've said this before, as a recovering addict dealing with substance abuse. If you don't want to change, you can have 1 million people nagging at you, literally 2 million, or let's say half that. The comments are pretty much the thumbs down ratio. It's getting like Amber Lynn's. It's more dislikes to thumbs up. It's really getting like Amber Lynn's ratio. You'd think ColourPop would read the comments and say, you know, why is the thumbs up and thumbs down so bad? Read the comments. And I hate to leave comments on hers, you know, Eugenia's, but I was like, ColourPop, wow, this is how you feel? Like, you can't miss it here. You cannot miss that something is going on. All right, you guys, I'm going to quit babbling. My name is Kaya. If you're new, thank you so much for joining me. Again, please don't go over to Allie Dawson. She doesn't even know I exist. I'm just saying, if you want to watch somebody great that does ColourPop and stays up on things, Allie Dawson is a great channel. But please don't go over to Allie Dawson and say, well, Kaya's over here talking about... She doesn't know. Allie stays out of the makeup drama. So Allie doesn't want any part in this. She's trying to work on getting a ColourPop sponsorship. Those are the people what I brought Allie into it. ColourPop, I know you'll probably never see this, but if you do, Allie Dawson is the type of person that we, at least me, out here in the YouTube community, would love to see you sponsor people like that. People that you're buying your products, giving an amazing description, showing exactly how the products work, exactly what it is, not just it's pretty and sparkly. So, leave me a comment, even if it's an emoji. It just helps the little channel out. If you're new, consider subscribing. I do a little bit of everything over here. Again, makeup, hauls, tea reacts, news, drama, hauls, dog stuff, and everything in between. We got a camper that we're going to start working on once the weather it's starting to change. I love you guys. Have a great day, great night, depending when you're watching this, and I will see you later. Kaya is out.